регламент, как люди обычно говорят.
Ну, если за ней два цветовых таких кружочка, так? Тебе как?
Мне кажется, этот цвет нужно туда поставить. Да? Здесь 0 человек. Вот люди вот здесь, я так понимаю, отображаются, да?
Да. Так, нужна ссылка на него. Я именно сейчас в эфире.
Два человека. Yeah, hello everyone. I see that we have 2 people right now joining us on this live stream Q&A session. It's 3 already. Yeah. So I think we're going to wait a little bit to get, a bit more people gathered here so that we could, start. And I'm going to answer the most asked questions. And also I'm looking forward to you asking the questions here, and I'm ready to answer them all. I'm very happy to see people joining us today, and that we have such a community that is interested in the project. And let's wait a few more minutes, and then we are going to start with our questions. If you have any comments or questions right now, you can just go ahead and write them in the chat down there. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Inna. I am PR manager at Efir.io. I'm glad to answer your questions. Just gonna wait a little bit longer to have more people gathered here. And then we're going to start. Great, I see that more people are joining, but we are still going to wait a little bit longer to get a little bit more people, because I know that many people are interested in us answering all of those questions. So just, be patient and give us just a couple more minutes before we are fully going to start answering the questions. Again, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to write them down here in the comment section. You can find, can go ahead and now check out our social nets, for example, to see a little bit more information about the project. I see more and more people are joining us right now. So let's wait just a couple more minutes until we fully start our Q&A session. By the way, you can also find answers to the most frequently asked questions on the landing page, which is called exchange.efir.io. There you can also, find the information and contact details and ask your questions. And also feel free right now to write your comments. Go and check us out on our social networks such as Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, Bitcoin Talk. You can go there and read a little bit more and see the latest updates about the Furio project. So I see how we have more and more people coming to watch our Q&A session. Let's give them a couple more minutes, and then we're going to start answering the questions. So again, I am happy to answer any questions regarding the project, regarding the token sale, regarding sub-projects. So if you're you know that we're doing a lot of things that are aimed at developing the market of advertising with YouTube and just generally video bloggers. So I'm looking forward for your questions and comments right now here on our live stream Q&A session. Right, so I see that we have some people gathered here. So I think that I'm going to start, and at first I'm going to, answer the questions. I have a list of the questions that we get asked the most. So I'm going to start with them. So let's start with our first question. So the first question is focused on our main product, which is a Furio platform. So the question is, who can actually use Efir.io? So the main functionality is for bloggers and advertisers. So for example, if you're a blogger, you can leave your profile. You can create a profile on Furio and provide us access to your channel. Therefore, we will see your, as they call it, non-public statistics. If you're an advertiser, you can just easily go onto the website and find the interesting bloggers using our intellectual search engine. It works in the following way. You know your product and you know the keywords that describe this product. So what you do, you just put in the keywords into the search engine and it shows you the list of bloggers who are talking about that. So it's based not on the title or the description of the channel, it's based on the words, what they're saying on their content. So then you can just pick the bloggers that you prefer and just contact them directly using the content details in their profiles. So this is the main platform. But apart from that, we have sub-projects and we have services that are aimed at helping and facilitating the lives of other market players. For example, we have a service for advertising agencies. Agencies can just easily register and buy this service. So what it gives them, it helps them create a business letter or proposal in the form of a PowerPoint presentation with all of the information about the bloggers, such as price rates and statistics. And if normally it takes agencies up to 1 week, with our service, it takes them literally 10 seconds. It's very simple. They just click and they download the PowerPoint presentation. Also, we have services for bloggers and media specialists. This is decentralized production service. This is the marketplace that connects bloggers with the media specialists and producers in order to increase the quality of the bloggers' content. So again, media specialists and producers can register at production.efir.io, provide their portfolios, and bloggers can do the same thing, and then they just can get connected and figure the ways that they can help each other out. Also, as we know, every word every YouTuber says in different languages. I'm talking about those bloggers that you can find on the platform. We can forecast different trends. We can tell you what topics are trendy topics right now, and we can give you also very deep analytics of the market. We can give you deep analytics of different niches on the market as well. So if you are interested, you could buy this service as well. So in conclusion, I can say that Furio is a platform for different market players, including bloggers, advertisers, advertising agencies, PR and marketing specialists, and of course, bloggers themselves. So let's go ahead and move on to the next question. So our next question is going to be related to our token sale. So the question is, what stages of token sale has Furio gone through already, and what are the dates of the main token sale? So Furio has already gone through 2 stages of token sale, private and free token sale stages. During private token sale stage, Furio collected 250 ETH, and it happened in October 2017. So the next step was the pre-token sale stage. It happened in December 2017, and Furio collected 1,000 ETH. So in total, during those 2 previous stages, Furio collected 1,250 ETH. Now we are at the main token sale just right now. It started on the 14th of May, and the main token sale will last until the 31st of July. So if you are interested, feel free to participate. You can find more information at exchange.efir.io. And we are moving on to our next question. So our next question is, bloggers from what platforms are on Efir.io, and do they have to pay to be listed there, so to have their profiles on the platform? So we are working solely only with video bloggers. So we're working with such platforms as Twitch and YouTube, and mostly with YouTube. This is due to the limitations that other social nets put on the bloggers' development. For example, Facebook limits the amount of friends you can have. Instagram bans links to external websites. So YouTube and Twitch are those social nets that are very perspective in terms of development of bloggers. Moreover, we're aiming at developing the market of native advertising. And native advertising, the best way to put it is into video content. And also the best way to put it is into the blogger's video content, because you perceive blogger as your friend and you are more willing to, follow him and buy things that he advertises to you. So bloggers don't need to pay any fees or any commissions or anything when they are willing to enter the platform. They just go onto the website, go onto Efir.io, and don't forget that we actually have 17 localizations in 17 different languages. So we are a very open and very international platform, and you are more than welcome. If you are a YouTube blogger or a Twitch blogger, you're more than welcome to come and join. So you would fill in the invitation form on the website, you would provide us access to your channel, and then here we go. You are listed, your profile is listed on Efir.io, and you will appear among the results of in the intellectual search engine. So if someone is searching something that you are talking about on Efir.io, you are there, and the advertisers can basically find you. And again, let me remind you that it is absolutely free from both sides, from the side of the blogger, because he doesn't pay anything to be listed, and from the side of the advertiser, because he can get access, or she can get access to the blogger's profiles without any fees, commissions, or registration. And let's move on to our next question. So our next question is, what is the cryptocurrency of Furio and what it can be used for? So the cryptocurrency of Furio is called QZ. And again, reminding you that we are at the main token sales stage right now. And by the way, we have a 25% bonus for those who are joining us before June 22nd. So hurry up, go ahead to exchange.efir.io and participate in our main token sale. So the cryptocurrency of Furio is called QZ. QZ is basically a coin which you can use as payment on the platform. So for example, if you want, you can pay bloggers using QZ, or you will buy our services, our extra services for market players such as agencies, PR marketing specialists, analytics. You can buy them with QZ as well. Also, very often we get asked about which exchanges will the QZ be listed on, and we can't tell you until the end of the main token sale, basically. But we already have offers, so just stay tuned. Follow us on all of the social media. We publish updates every day, and as soon as we are able, we are going to tell you. So don't miss that information either. So let's move on to our next question. So our next question is, it's coming from the side of an advertiser. What should I do if a blogger is from a different country than me? So I think here people want to know how they can get connected and how we can solve the problem of the international transaction. So again, Efir is a very international platform. We are localized in 70 languages. We have bloggers from many countries. Any country in the world, probably name it, we have bloggers from there. And obviously, we have advertisers that sometimes are not in the same country as the bloggers. So as you can contact them directly, it means that you are figuring out the conditions of the deals with you. Speaking of international money transaction, we are not forcing you to use any particular currency. You can pay in fiat, you can pay in crypto. It's much easier to pay in crypto because then there would be no commissions or fees or anything on your transaction. And also you could use our smart contracts and use cryptocurrency by Furio, which is called QZ. Right, I'm just saying there is a question. So the question is, will there be any presentation? Because it's hard to perceive everything in voice. Okay, so if you want to know more about Efir.io, so in this live stream Q&A session, we won't have any presentation because it's more of, like a live style. I'm just going to ask the questions answer the questions that you ask me. But if you're looking for a presentation with more visuals, with more specific information, with more facts and data, go ahead and go on to exchange.efir.io, and there you can find the presentation about Efir.io as well. And you can choose the language that is easier for you to look at the presentation. Right, okay. Moving on to our next question. Let's see what we've got over here. So we often get asked, what is the value of our token right now? So we cannot tell you the value of the token until the end of the main token sale. So again, stay tuned, follow us on social media, and here is our next question from the chat. So someone is from Australia. Hey, Kevin. And Kevin asks us, how relevant is Efir to Australia, to my country? There are no borders barriers. Yes, that's absolutely true. Because as I've said, Efir is an international platform. So we have bloggers from Australia as well on our platform, which you could go and check out right now. Just go on to Efir.io. If you are personally located in Australia, you could choose those bloggers who are in Australia right now, and you could work with them. But also, for example, if you are based in Australia, but you would like to advertise your product worldwide, you can choose bloggers from other countries as well and get connected with them. Moreover, our sub-projects that we are developing right now, our sub-projects, they will be scaling on the international level as well. So you will be using them in your country as well. And hey, Kevin, thank you very much for your question. I am looking forward to answering more questions coming from the audience. So now let's move on to our next question. So our next question is KYC required? So again, this is a question relevant to our token sales stage. And yes, we have KYC on the platform, and in order to be able to participate, you will have to go through this process. So yes, that's true. So please provide relevant information. Please be honest, because all of the information that you're providing will be checked before any further steps are taken. Next question. So our next question is, how many bloggers are on the platform right now? So there are two types of bloggers. So the first type of bloggers, and this is the majority of bloggers that we are having right now, are those bloggers whom we have added ourselves. So for those bloggers, we would have about 170,000 of those on the platform, and that would be those bloggers who have more than 20,000 subscribers. just because if you have less subscribers, you're not that commercially interesting for the advertisers. So those bloggers, for them, we would have just their contact details. Hey, everyone in chat, nice to meet you all. So for those bloggers, we would have just their contact details and, as they call it, open statistics. But we also have more than 1,000 international bloggers who have added their channels themselves, and for those bloggers we would have more detailed statistics. And what I mean by that is we would know the age structure, the gender structure, and the geographic structure of the audience. You may ask, so why is it useful? Why can't I just, figure out what I need just by the amount of likes and views and subscribers? But no. If you are an advertiser, you want to know how much of your target audience you are covering. And that's exactly why you need those closed statistics. So again, we have more than 170,000 YouTube bloggers on the platform right now. There are two different types, but the search engine works among all of them. You can go ahead and try it out at Efir.io. Just type in the keyword or the name of your product, and then you will see the list of bloggers who are talking about your product or about the relevant topic, and you can choose and contact any of them, basically. Moving on to our next question. So let's see what we have here. We are what blockchain are based on. So we are an Ethereum-based platform. So if you would like to participate in our token sale, and again, don't forget that we are at the 25% bonus right now until this Friday, 22nd of June. So go ahead and join us and participate, but hurry up, because then the bonus will go down by 5%. So we are an Ethereum-based platform, and you can participate only in ETH. We accept only ETH, and we do it just in order to make the whole process of token sale as transparent as possible. Okay, let's see what Kevin has just written us again. With regards to Twitch, ranking is important to attract advertisers. And is it all Twitch channels, including virtual reality games or gaming in general? Okay, so again, as I said, we are working just with video bloggers, and we have different Twitch bloggers as well. So just if you want to get, if you want to know more details, go to Efir.io, go to the Twitch section, and you will be able to see everything related to this topic over there. Next question. Andrei is asking us how you will exactly monetize your project and where is the money? Okay, this is a very, the question that we get asked a lot, because the main platform and the basic functionality is absolutely free. You don't need to pay any commissions or fees in order to be able to connect with bloggers, or if you're a blogger, in order to put your profiles. So there are two main ways in which we can profit. So we do not profit on the such basic necessity as the access to the bloggers' profiles and contact details. We profit on technology. We profit on different technological solutions that we provide for other market players. Such solutions would be services for advertising agencies, PR and marketing specialists, and analytics of the market as well. So to get access to those services, you will have to pay, and you will have to pay only in our token, QZ. We already have advertising agencies from Russia who have subscribed to our agency service, and as soon as we finish the token sale, those agencies will start paying for the service in QZ. So the other part is that we're blockchain-based project, right? So we have smart contracts. So if you would like to have measurable results, you could implement different oracles, and those oracles would monitor the deal. So if you would like to implement oracles and integrate them into your smart contract, there will be a little commission of about 1 or maybe a little bit less, 1% of the deal. So this is how we monetize as well. Okay, let's move on and let's see what will be our next question. Yeah, so let me give you a bit more information. So people tend to ask about what is our token emission, how it will be distributed, and also what is going to happen to the unsold tokens. So we are going to emit 100 million QZs, and it will be distributed in the particular in a specific way. So 60% will go to the investors, then 3% goes to the bounty program, 20% of those tokens will go to the team and will be frozen for the next 6 months, and then 17% will be going to the reserve fund in order to figure out with volatility. So we will not burn any tokens, and how it will be done after the end of the main token sale. All of the participants, all of the investors, we will distribute all of the tokens in between them directly proportionally to the size and of the investment that they have put into the project. So no tokens will be burned, and we will issue 100 million tokens. So our next question is in Russian, but it also asks about how we are going to profit. And I can repeat again that we have 2 ways. So the first way is through implementing paid oracles into the smart contracts, and we will be charging a very small commission for that. But mostly we will profit on the extra services for other market players, and those services will be paid. And we already have agencies who are buying the services, and as soon as we finish token sale and we put the contracts out there, they will be buying it in our token QZ. Great. So we are moving on to our next question. Our next questions. Next question is, how and what products can I advertise on the platform? It's completely up to you. You can advertise basically anything. It could be literally anything. It could be a service. It could be a product. So it could be blockchain related. It could be anything. Maybe you have a dog and your dog just gave birth to puppies, and you would like to use bloggers in order to sell those puppies, and you are more than welcome to do so. You just type in the search engine the word puppies or dogs, and you see those bloggers who are talking about that topic. You just choose the one you like. You can connect with this blogger, and then you figure out the advertisement. Again, we are not an agency. We are not an exchange, and we are not a database, which means that we are not a mediator in any way between you as an advertiser and bloggers. Therefore, we're just providing you kind of a room where you can all, come in and get together and get connected and get acquainted, and then see if you would like to collaborate. So if you would like to advertise using Efir.io, you just go onto the platform, use our intellectual search engine, type in the name of your product or your service, or the keywords that describe that product or service the best, and you see the list of bloggers. You go into their profiles, and then you just contact them directly via contact details that you can find in their profiles. And then this is your personal, your direct communication, and this is completely up to you to figure out how you would like to collaborate with them. Hey, Kate, if you have any questions, again, just a reminder, just go ahead and ask them in the comment section in the chat over here, and I will be very glad to answer them. So let's move on to our next question. Okay, so our next question is, do we have competitors? And if we do, so what advantages do we have compared to them? Of course, we have competitors, both blockchain-based and non-blockchain-based. Our non-blockchain-based competitors would be advertising agencies, databases, and exchanges. But we have a huge advantage compared to them. We are free. All of the above-mentioned platforms they ask you to pay in order to have an opportunity to contact with the blogger, to communicate, to get contact details, and to do advertisement. Efir.io is absolutely free in that matter. You don't have to pay. We also have blockchain-based competitors, platforms that are trying to create something related to social nets and something similar to us. But our main advantage is that we already have a working product. We already have a intellectual search engine. You can try it out. It's very useful. It's also interesting to play. You can use it for your research as well. So this is what we have. We have the working product, and also we're not focusing solely on the relationships between bloggers and advertisers. We would like to develop the market. We would like to comprehensively solve its problems. We would like to, see different angles and help different market players. And we have services for other marketplaces, not just for the bloggers and advertisers. And those services, as I said, agencies, Efir.io is working. We have just officially launched decentralized production service as well. So this is how we are different from our competitors as well. So let's move on to the next question. Feel free to ask me anything related to the project in the comment section. Right. Okay, so our next question is going to be, how are we going to create the demand for the token? Hey, Alan, yeah, I'm glad that I managed to answer your question. So how are we going to create the demand for the token? So, as I've said, we have services that really facilitate the lives of market players. For example, for advertising agencies, instead of 1 week, they can create a letter of proposal just in 10 seconds. So there already is a demand for the service. It's just because we haven't put the smart contracts out there, we can't allow them to pay in our token. As soon as it's out there, we're gonna pay in our token. We have analytics of the market, very deep analytics. If you would like to buy them, you have to pay in our token as well. If you want to have measurable results, you would want to use our smart contracts or our oracles. You would want to use our token as well. Moreover, we have a limited emission of tokens, and there will be no extra emissions. So only those tokens that we emit during the token sale will be on the market. And because those projects facilitate the lives of market players so much, that's why there will be the demand, and because of the limited emissions as well. Okay, so we are having the next question. When are you planning to list your token on exchange? All right, so as I said, we cannot tell you where it will be listed right now. We cannot tell you that until the end of the main token sale. So the main token sale finishes on the 31st of July. Don't forget to participate. I'm watching you. Go ahead and exchange at Efir.io. Participate and hurry up to get to 25% bonus. Do that right now. So we are planning to get listed on the exchanges in August 2018, after we finish our token sale, basically. Again, if you have any more questions, feel free to ask me in the chat section, in the comment section over here. And we are moving on to our next question. So our next question is, if we are talking about analytics so much, so what could we actually do with the analytics? So, for example, if we're speaking about big companies, about big names, if we're speaking about big competitors in different areas, we can tell you who is more popular on different language-speaking markets. So, for example, we can tell you which big brand is more popular on German-speaking market or on the English-speaking market, and stuff like that. And obviously, if you are a big company, you would like to, keep up with the latest trends as well, and we could give you this information. And if you would like to get access to all of this information, you will have to buy access to analytics.efir.io, which will be a paid service, and you will have to buy it using our QZ. All right, let's move on to our next question. So our next question would be about the product as well, and it asks expansion to other countries. So how are we going to scale to other countries and stuff like that? So we have been working and we have been leading the Russian market for quite some time already. If we're speaking about international market, as I said, we have no barriers. We are a decentralized platform, and decentralization means that we could actually, we have so many opportunities for the development. So we have international bloggers already. We already have international market players. We are already useful for people from any country in the world. As long as there is a YouTube blogger there, and as long as there is an advertiser who is interested in advertising on YouTube. So already this is an international platform. Speaking of sub-services, we always start testing any new service on the Russian market first, because we are Russian-based projects. So obviously, we know the market here much better. So as soon as we finish testing different services on the Russian market, there will be scaling onto the international market as well. Hey, everyone in the chat. Nice to meet you all. I'm looking forward to answer all of your questions. And for now, let's move on to our next question. So our next question will be, what are our soft caps and our soft cap and our hard cap? So Efir.io, as I have mentioned before, we have already gone through 2 stages of token sale, and during those 2 first stages, we have already collected 1,250 ETH, and that was our soft cap. But that was the amount that we needed in order to develop the main platform. And as you could see, we have created a working product that you can use right now. Go to Efir.io, type in anything you would like, and you will see the bloggers. And our hard cap is 15,000 ETH. So go ahead, participate in our token sale. Go on to exchange.efir.io and you can find more information. So our next question, do you have local developer communities? How much people are in the developer team? So if you are, hi, thank you, Boris, for telling us that we are a great project. So, all right, moving back to the question. Yeah, so we have the developers in our team as well. More information about the team with links to our social media and more details you can find on Efir.io and on exchange.efir.io. You can see our faces, you can see the videos and interviews with us and stuff like that. And obviously, as we are traveling around the world with conferences, we meet new people. We meet new people from the IT community, from blockchain community, and those people, they get very inspired and impressed by the project. So they would like to work with us. And we're also always open for the collaboration with international people from all over the world. Right. Okay, so the next comment is we have to involve YouTube as advisor, actually. No, we would not want to affiliate with YouTube. Yes, we have data from YouTube, but we are creating a different thing. We're creating a place where people can get connected with YouTubers, with bloggers directly, and where they can place advertisement without going through the social net, without playing by the rules. It's the key for this decentralization, just being able to directly contact with bloggers and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't think that YouTube as an advisor is what we need. Actually, if you're interested in whom do we have as our advisors, you can easily find it on our website. We have an advisor from China, we have an advisor from Australia, and they are really helping us. Sorry, to spread the word about Efir.io. So go ahead and check it out on exchange.efir.io. Sorry. Right, so let's move on to our next question. Right, so our next question is going to be, okay, people ask, what are our plans for the future? So I'm going to tell you that now we're focusing on the token sale, and even during the token sale, we have just launched the decentralized production project, the project which aims at increasing the quality of bloggers' content by connecting them with media specialists who can, teach them, give them workshops, or become a part of their team. Now we are focusing on the token sale, which will last until the 31st of July. And after the token sale is done, we're going to keep developing the platform. We're going to keep developing our sub-projects because we have a lot of new innovative approaches to how to, develop the market. So that's what we'll be doing. The next question is, I think that Max was trying to ask where will be a roadmap. You can find roadmap on our website. Just go on to exchange.efir.io and you can see the roadmap over there. All right, next question is how creators think about your platform. Your users, how is their experience? Right, so our platform actually is giving young and small YouTubers and small bloggers the exposure to the big world. We help them to become more international and to grow, because the YouTube algorithms don't really allow you to, see at the top of the list those bloggers who have less amount of view. So, for example, recently we were at the conference in the US and we met a person who was trying to be a YouTuber, and he was complaining about how it was so hard for him to grow, how the algorithms of YouTube didn't allow him to, develop. You can see the video feedback that he has given us on our YouTube channel, so go ahead and watch him. Moreover, we met YouTubers in person as well, and as soon as we would, tell them about the platform, they would be very impressed and they would say, yes, that's the tool that I need. That's the tool that I need to, get the exposure. That's the tool that I need to show the advertisers what I'm worth. That's how I can actually, get more advertisers who would help me to grow and develop my channel. So the bloggers realize how useful it is for them, Efir.io. So they want to use it and they do use it. You can go ahead and check out and see those bloggers who have edited their channels themselves. So that probably proves my point the most. Right, let's wait for the next question from the audience. And for now, let's see what other questions do we have. So yeah, people ask about OpenAI because I have mentioned that we have Open API. So Efir.io has an Open API, which means that if you have a great idea but you don't have the data, you can go ahead and use the data from Efir.io to create different services, different new projects and new technologies. If you create a service for the market, you could sell them on Efir.io on our platform, but you will have to do it only in our token. So I'm looking forward for more questions from you. And for those who have just joined us, I would like to remind you that we have a bonus program for our token sale. So until the 22nd of June, which is this Friday, you have less than 2 days left until the end of this stage of the bonus. We have a 25% bonus. So go on exchange.efir.io and hurry up to join. Also, the bonus program doesn't end there. We will have the bonuses going 5% down every week. So there will be a 20% bonus from the 23rd from 23rd of June, and they will be going down up until the last week of token sale. And on the last week of token sale, there will not be any bonuses. So if you're interested and you're still contemplating whether or not you would like to join us, hurry up and join and don't miss this great opportunity to have a 25% bonus. Just go ahead and do it right now. So we have a new question from Goldie. Hi, nice to meet you. So the question is, how many of you created it together? You probably meant the size of the team. And if I'm wrong, please write me in the comment section. So again, as I mentioned before, our whole team you can find on our website, on exchange at Furio.io or at Efir.io. We have around 12 people working in our Moscow office, and we also have around the same amount of people working in other places of the country and of the world as well. So if you would like to see more information, if you would like to check their social nets, you can go ahead and do it just now. Just go onto the website, click on our faces, and you will see all of the information there. Also, we have video interviews with the heads of our sub-projects, for example, the head of decentralized production, and those video interviews you can find on the exchange.efir.io. So go ahead and do it just right now. Right, let's move on. Let's move on and see what our next question is going to be. Some people ask if we are having a trial or a demo or something like that, but we have a working product already. So just go ahead and try and use it, and it's very helpful for basically anyone interested in advertising with bloggers. Right, let's see what other questions we have over here. So some people ask if how many localizations we have and what are our plans. So at this point right now, we have 17 localizations. So our website works in 17 different languages. Of course, we have all of the European languages. We have Russian. Obviously, we are a Russian-based company. So we have all of the European languages like English, French, German, Spanish, but we also have more exotic languages. We have Hindi, we have Chinese, Japanese, Korean. The last localizations that we have published were localizations in Thai and Malay. We have even those, just, it will be based on your browser history and on the country that you are based in. So it will just change the language automatically. And of course, we would like to expand to the other language-speaking countries as well. But now we are focusing on the token sale. So we'll see what next language they will localize on. And by the way, our content you can see is mostly in English because we trying to orient on the language that everyone will understand. But if your first language is Chinese, or if you would like to practice your Chinese, we have WeChat and Weibo, and links to those social nets you can find on our website. So go ahead, go onto our WeChat, practice your Chinese. There you can ask same questions about Furio, but in Chinese, or if it's your first language and it's easier for you, go ahead and do it. Go ahead go onto our Weibo. We have updates about the latest news. We have videos there in Chinese as well. And on our channel right now, we have video feedback from CryptoLine 2018, the conference that we went to. And we actually met a great person there who explained his impression of Efir in Chinese. So you can actually go and try and look and watch the video as well. All right, so I'm waiting for questions still. So go ahead and ask them over here in the chat section. And for now, let's move on to our next question. So our next question would be, well, people often ask if Furio is an agency, exchange, or database. Thank you, Dory. So people often ask if we are an exchange, agency, or a database, but we are none of the above. As I have previously said, all of those platforms, they profit on such basic necessity as the access to bloggers' profiles, and we do not do that. Those platforms, they just don't work. And they don't work because bloggers are not professional advertisement makers. Bloggers just good at what they're doing. They are competent in, one specific particular area. It could be anything. It could be beauty, crypto, fitness, anything. But they don't know how to sell properly, most of them. They don't know how to make a high quality advertisement. So that's why if there is something in between the blogger and the advertiser, the quality, which is already not that great, is going to suffer. So that's why exchanges, they just don't work. And the only way that the bloggers exchange can work is if there is an advertising agency inside of it, and the agency helps you to find the blogger who would be the perfect fit, and it would do the communicational part. But then again, this is the mediator between you and the blogger. So this is just not the model we are going for, because we realize that this is not going to work long term. Because the problem is that if an advertiser, even now, advertisers still look, at the bloggers like, a bit suspicious. They don't really know what to expect, and YouTube and how it's going to go, and will it be actually useful. So if they get a very negative result, they don't want to go back. And this hampers the development of the market. If we don't have advertisers who want to work with bloggers, the market isn't going to develop. So that's why we need this tool, which will basically show advertisers that, hey, you can directly communicate with the blogger, tell the blogger exactly what you want. And by doing that, you will get the high quality advertisement. You will be happy with the result. You will want to go back. Here we go. So Dora is asking if I am CEO. No, I am not. I am PR manager here at Efir.io. So yeah, I'm still looking for your questions. So I think we are going to start finishing soon. So hurry up and ask your questions. Again, for those who have just joined us, don't forget that we are at the main token sale right now. And we have a 25% bonus right now. And you have less than 2 days to participate and get this bonus. So hurry up, go to exchange.efir.io and just participate, join and support us. Let's move on to our next question. Chat, I'm waiting for your questions as well. So let's move on to our next question. Okay, so our next question is going to be, okay, so our next question is how much will our token grow in a year? And that's what, people tend to ask. They tend to ask about the value that which will be in a year or in a month or in a week. And obviously, as any other project, we cannot answer this question right now, but I can tell you why there will be the demand for our token. And the demand for our token will be because we are providing exclusive technological solutions for market players, and no one else is providing such comprehensive solutions for all of the market players from all of the different angles. And those technological solutions, they will be paid, and you will get access to them only in our QZ. So that's why there will be demand for it, because it's so useful. And as I mentioned, we already have people using it, and also we have a limited emission of tokens. So there will be only those tokens that we will emit during the main token sale that will be on the market, and there will be no extra emission ever. Right, so let's move on to our next question. How can I buy tokens? Right, great question. So if you would like to participate in the token sale, go to exchange.efir.io. So you can register over there as an investor, then you have to pass KYC. And please, I am asking you, please send us relevant information if you would like to pass KYC, because we actually go through this information. So if you are truly interested, please send us relevant information about you. So yeah, here we go. I think that we have just a couple of minutes until we finish. So if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask them right now. And I'm going to move on to our next question. Right, so our next question is going to be what sub-projects we have already launched on the market. By sub-projects, we obviously mean those technological solutions that I have just talked about. So we have already launched agencies, a service for agencies, and it has been working on the Russian market successfully. We have officially launched decentralized production on the Russian market just a few days ago, and it has started working, and we're testing it on the Russian market. We are ready to launch the analytics.efir.io as well, the analytics of the market. But we now focusing on the main token sale. So we will be developing all of those projects after we finish the token sale. And don't forget about your bonus, and that the token sale will last just until the end of July. So hurry up, participate, go on to exchange.efir.io, register there. You can find all of the information, white paper, light paper, presentation. You can find the analytics of the market. You can see our team. You can see interviews with our founder, Denis Shekhmetov. Also, if you would like to see more, you can go onto our YouTube channel. We publish our speeches over there. We publish interviews as well. We have our weekly news updates, so you will constantly keep updated. So I think I'm going to finish our Q&A live stream just right now. I remind you about our bonus. I invite you to participate in our token sale. Go to Oh, okay, we have a new question. How much token cost? So as I have just answered a few minutes ago, I cannot tell you the exact value of the token. And the value of the token will be known just right after we finish our main token sale. Okay, I give you 1 more minute to ask a question if you have any. And again, follow us on social media. If you're interested in the project, you will see all of the updates there. You can see the team. You can actually, see their social media. You can see the interviews with them. Right. So I think it's time to finish our Q&A live stream. It was very nice to see you all joining us here today. Thank you very much for your questions. I am very happy to answer them. If you have any more questions, if you think that I haven't answered anything, go ahead to our Telegram chat and ask us there anything. Follow us on social media. Be updated with our latest news. And I officially invite you to participate in our token sale. So go to exchange.efir.io. Hurry up not to miss a 25% bonus. I have reminded you many times, so please go ahead and do it. Okay, I was about to finish, and here comes the new question. Are you better than competitors? Yes, I have answered this question before. If we're speaking about non-blockchain-based competitors, most of them are agencies, databases, or different exchanges. So they have paid access to bloggers' profiles, and we are absolutely free. And speaking of the blockchain-based projects, first of all, we are focusing only on YouTube. And also, we already have a working product, which you should go and check out just right now. Go to Efir.io, check our intellectual search engine, and you can use it for, for placing advertisement, for finding the bloggers that you think are the most suitable. Just type in the name of your product or the service, or the keywords that describe your product or service the best, and you will see the list of bloggers who are talking about that topic or about even your particular product. All right, so if we don't have any more questions, Again, I was very happy to see you all gathered here to ask me anything. If you have more questions, go to our Telegram chat and ask us there. I invite you to participate in the token sale. Go to exchange.efir.io. Don't miss your bonus. It will go down by 5% every week, so don't miss it. Go do it right now. 25% until the 22nd of June. And it was very nice to meet you all. Have a nice evening, day, or morning, whatever it is in your time zone. It was Inna from Efir.io. And stay updated with our latest news. Goodbye, everyone.